You open your eyes this morning, and the world is still quiet around you. There's something sacred about these first moments, when the day is still a blank page and you're here, breathing, present, alive. This instant is yours. No one can take it from you. And in this exact moment, as the light of dawn gently touches your window, you hold in your hands the power to choose how you will feel, how you will vibrate, and what you will attract into your life today. I know it's not always easy to believe this. Perhaps you woke up with that familiar weight in your chest, that sensation that there are bills to pay, problems to solve, dreams that seem too far away. Perhaps insecurity whispers that you're not enough, that abundance is for others, not for you. Perhaps the weariness of so many attempts makes you question whether it's worth continuing to believe. I see you. I feel you. And I want you to know that all of this is understandable, human, and does not define who you are or what you deserve. The truth is that you've made it this far. You've passed through days that seemed impossible, and yet the sun rose again. And you're here to witness once more the miracle of being alive. That is already abundance. That is already a sign that the universe has not given up on you and never will. Because you are part of this infinite web of energy, this vibrant field of possibilities, and abundance is not something you need to chase. It's already within you. It always has been. Breathe deeply now. Feel the air entering your lungs, nourishing every cell of your body. This breath is a gift. It connects you to the natural flow of life, to the rhythm of the universe. And when you breathe consciously, you remember that you are attuned to something much greater than your worries. You are connected to the source of all that exists, and that source is abundant by nature. There is no scarcity in the universe. There are only blockages within us, old beliefs that tell us we don't deserve, that there isn't enough, that we need to struggle and suffer to receive. But I'm here to tell you, with all the gentleness and firmness of my heart, you don't need to struggle. You need to allow. Allow yourself to believe that you are worthy of all the abundance the universe has to offer. Allow yourself to feel that there is enough for everyone, and that when someone prospers, it doesn't diminish your chances. In fact, it only proves that abundance is flowing, and you can open your own channels to receive it too. In this moment, while you're still lying down or sitting, feeling the beginning of this new day, place your hand on your heart. Feel your own warmth, your own life pulsing beneath the palm of your hand. You are a being of energy. You vibrate, and everything you feel, think, and believe creates a magnetic field around you. This field attracts experiences, people, and opportunities that resonate with your frequency. If you vibrate in scarcity, in fear, in lack, that's what you magnetize. But if you choose consciously to vibrate in gratitude, in trust, in the certainty that you deserve and that the best is coming, you activate your field of abundance. And how do you do this? It doesn't need to be complicated. It begins with simple thoughts, with words you say to yourself, with small truths you plant in your mind like seeds. I am deserving of abundance. Prosperity flows naturally to me. I am open and receptive to all the good that life has to offer. You don't need to force it. You don't need to pretend. Just allow these words to touch your heart, even if timidly at first. Even if a part of you doubts, that's okay. Plant the seed anyway. It knows how to grow. Look at your life now and find, even if it seems difficult, 3 things for which you can be grateful in this exact moment. It can be something as simple as the bed where you slept, the water you can drink, the fact that you have eyes to read these words. Gratitude isn't about having a perfect life. It's about recognizing the abundance that already exists, even in the small things. And when you recognize, when you feel genuinely grateful for what you already have, you send a powerful message to the universe. I see. I value. I am ready for more. Have you ever noticed how often we wake up and immediately reach for our phone? How the first thing we do is check messages, news, demands. It's as if, before we even breathe fully, we've already handed our internal state over to the external world. We've already allowed others' urgencies to dictate the rhythm of our day. And then, hours later, we wonder why we feel so exhausted, so disconnected from ourselves. The truth I want to share with you today is simple and profound. The first moments of the morning don't belong to the world. They belong to you. They are your sacred time. The moment when you can, consciously, align your energy with what you wish to experience. Because everything, absolutely everything, begins with energy. Your thoughts are energy. Your emotions are energy. And the reality you live is the direct reflection of the energy you emit. When you wake up rushed, anxious, already thinking about everything you need to solve, you're tuning your frequency to the station of scarcity, of struggle, of fear. And the universe, which is like an infinite mirror, reflects back experiences that resonate with that frequency. Not as punishment, my dear, never as punishment, but as a natural response to the vibration you're emanating. But what if it could be different? What if, instead of waking up rushing, you woke up reconnecting? What if the first minutes of your day were dedicated to tuning your frequency to the station of peace, of gratitude, of trust? What would your day be like then? Pause for a moment. Breathe. Because breath is the bridge between your body and your soul, between the physical world and the energetic world. When you wake up, before doing anything else, place a hand on your heart and breathe deeply 3 times. Feel the air filling your lungs, nurturing every cell. Feel your own life pulsing beneath your palm. While you breathe, say internally or aloud, "Thank you. Thank you for this new day. Thank you for this body that carries me. Thank you for this opportunity to live, to feel, to create." Gratitude, my dear, is the most powerful frequency that exists. It doesn't wait for everything to be perfect to appear. It recognizes what already exists, and in doing so, magnetizes more of what is good. Gratitude transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary. It takes your bed, your pillow, the water you can drink, and transforms all of that into evidence that the universe is taking care of you. And when you feel this, when you truly feel it, something within you opens. A door that was locked by fear or haste opens gently, and abundance can enter. After breathing and giving thanks, still before getting up, plant your intentions. Not external goals, not obligations. Internal intentions. How do you want to feel today? Calm? Confident? Open? Protected? Choose a word or 2 that represent the state you wish to inhabit, and then create a simple affirmation from that word. If you chose calm, say, "I am at peace. I trust in the natural rhythm of life." If you chose confidence, say, "I am capable. I have everything I need within me." If you chose openness, say, "I am receptive to all the good the universe has to offer me today." Repeat your affirmation several times, not like a robot, but feeling it, letting the words touch your heart, even if timidly, even if a part of you doubts. That's okay. You don't need to believe completely now. You just need to plant the seed. You don't need to know how abundance will come. You don't need to control the paths, the forms, the people. That's the universe's job. Your job is to be open, confident, vibrating at the correct frequency. Your job is to believe that you deserve, and you deserve. Not because you're perfect, not because you did everything right, but simply because you exist. Your existence is proof enough that you have value. The universe makes no mistakes. You're here for a reason, and part of that reason is to experience fullness, joy, prosperity in all its forms. Now stand up slowly. There's no rush. Feel your feet touching the ground. This contact is powerful. It grounds you. It reminds you that you're not floating lost in space. You're here, supported by the earth, connected to something solid and real. And as you move through your morning, brushing your teeth, preparing tea, looking out the window, maintain this awareness. Don't let your mind race toward problems, toward worries. Whenever you notice your attention being hijacked by fear or anxiety, bring it gently back. Breathe. Look around. Find one beautiful thing, however small. A plant, light coming in, the shape of a cup, and be grateful for it. It may seem silly. It may seem like this won't solve your bills, your problems, your challenges, but it will, in ways you can't yet imagine. Because when you change your energy, When you consciously choose to vibrate in gratitude, in presence, in trust, you change the way the world interacts with you. Doors that seemed closed begin to open. People who can help you appear. Solutions you hadn't seen become obvious. This isn't magic. This is universal law. Law of attraction, law of vibration. You attract what you are, not what you want. So if you want a life of peace, you need to become peace. If you want abundance, you need to vibrate in abundance, which means recognizing and being grateful for the abundance that already exists, even if it's just the abundance of air in your lungs. I know it can be difficult. I know you may be thinking, but you don't understand. I have real worries. I have debts. I have difficult relationships. I have fragile health. How can I simply wake up and choose gratitude when there's so much weight on me? And I tell you, with all the tenderness of my heart, I understand. I see you. I feel the weight you carry. And I'm not asking you to pretend it doesn't exist. I'm not asking you to repress your emotions or deny your challenges. I'm inviting you to do something very different. I'm inviting you not to start the day from the weight. I'm inviting you to give yourself a few minutes, just a few minutes, where you're not defined by your problems, where you're simply you, a being of light and energy, connected to the universe, deserving of love and peace. Because the truth is that you can carry problems and still choose how you relate to them. You can have challenges and still not allow them to occupy 100% of your energy from the moment you open your eyes. You can, yes, reserve the first moments of the day to reconnect with what is most true in you, your essence, your light, your infinite capacity to heal yourself, to transform yourself, to reinvent yourself. The problems can wait. They'll be there when you finish your morning practice, I promise. But you will be different. You'll be more centered, stronger, more capable of dealing with them in a constructive way rather than a reactive one. I forgive myself for all the times I started the day on autopilot. I release the belief that I need to suffer to deserve. I choose to nourish myself first so I can nourish my life with wisdom. Say this aloud. Feel the relief of these words. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to be willing to try, willing to experiment with a new way of starting the day. And if tomorrow you forget, if you wake up and immediately fall into the old patterns, that's okay. Don't criticize yourself. Just breathe and begin again. Transformation isn't linear. It's a spiral. And each attempt, each conscious breath, each moment of gratitude takes you one step closer to who you truly are. Perhaps you've carried for so long the belief that money is difficult, that you need to work excessively to have the minimum, that abundance is for lucky or special people. These beliefs were learned, and everything that was learned can be unlearned. You can, right now, choose a new truth. I allow abundance to flow to me with ease and joy. Money is energy, and I am a free channel for that energy. I deserve to prosper. The more you repeat these truths, the more they root in your consciousness, the more they become your new reality. Feel the lightness beginning to settle in your chest. Feel how different it is when you release the weight of struggle, of disbelief. There's space now. Space for the new. Space for the unexpected. Space for miracles. And miracles happen every day in large and small forms, but they can only enter when there's space. So welcome this space. Welcome this opening. Welcome the possibility that today can be different. Today can be the day when something changes, when a door opens, when you receive an answer, a sign, an opportunity. You're not alone on this journey, my dear, even when it seems you are, even when the world is quiet and you feel small. There's a greater force that sustains you. You can call it universe, God, divine energy, source. The name doesn't matter. What matters is that you know deeply that you are part of that force. You're not separated from it. You're not struggling alone against the tide. You are the tide. You are the wave and the ocean at the same time. And when you connect with this truth every morning, when you wake up and choose to remember who you truly are, something extraordinary happens. Life stops being a battle. It becomes a dance. things flow more easily. Not because you have control over everything, you never will, and that's okay, but because you're aligned. You're flowing with the current instead of against it. Imagine for a moment that you're a boat in the ocean. You can row furiously against the waves, trying to control every movement, exhausted and frustrated. Or you can adjust your sails, trust the wind, and allow the current to carry you. You still need to make adjustments. You still need to be present and conscious. But you're not struggling. You're navigating. And there's a lightness in that, a beauty in that. Your sacred mornings are the way you adjust your sails. They're the moment when you stop rowing against the current and choose to flow. And when you do this, when you truly surrender to this flow, miracles happen. But let me tell you what miracles are, because I think there's a misconception about this. Miracles aren't necessarily big, dramatic events. They're subtle shifts in perception. They're moments when you see something in a new way, when you feel peace where there was anxiety before, when a solution appears where you only saw a dead end, when someone calls you exactly when you needed to hear a friendly voice. Miracles are the way the universe responds to your vibration. And gratitude? Gratitude is the invitation you send. It's like leaving the door open and turning on a light so miracles know where to find you. If you want to deepen this practice, take a notebook. It doesn't need to be anything special, just some blank pages. And every morning, after breathing, giving thanks, and planting your intentions, write. Write 3 things for which you're grateful today. They can be the same as yesterday. It doesn't matter. What matters is the act of recognizing. Write how you want to feel today. A simple sentence. Write an affirmation that resonates with what your heart needs to hear. And then, if you feel the desire, write freely. What's in your heart? What do you need to release? What are you dreaming? Let the words flow without judgment, without censure. This is your sacred space. No one will read it. You're just conversing with your own soul. This practice of writing, of putting your thoughts and feelings on paper, is incredibly powerful. It takes things from inside your head, where they can spin infinitely, and places them in front of you, where you can see them clearly. And often, just the act of writing already brings insights, already brings relief, already brings transformation. Perhaps you're thinking, but I don't have time. My morning is already rushed. And I understand you. But let me ask you a question. How much time do you spend on your phone? How much time do you spend scrolling through news, social media, messages? I'm not judging you. I'm just inviting you to reflect. Aren't there just 10 or 15 minutes you could redirect? Not as another obligation, but as a gift to yourself. Because this morning practice isn't one more thing on your to-do list. It's the opposite of that. It's the moment when you stop doing and begin being. It's the moment when you nourish the most essential part of you, so you can then go into the world not exhausted, not empty, but full. Full of clarity, of peace, of purpose. It's never too late to begin. I need to tell you this because I know many of you carry this belief. Oh, I've already wasted so much time. I've already done so many things wrong. I've already wasted so many mornings. And I tell you, with all the certainty there is in me, that doesn't matter. The past is gone. It has no power over this moment, over this morning, over the choice you can make now. You can be 20 or 70. You may have started your life chaotically or always sought some structure. It doesn't matter. What matters is that today, in this exact moment, you have the opportunity to do differently, to choose differently, to honor yourself in a new way. And if you fail tomorrow, if you wake up and forget all this and return to the old patterns, then you breathe, you forgive yourself, and you try again. There's no mistake here. There's no wrong way to do this. There are only attempts, learnings, adjustments. You're learning to love yourself, and that's a journey, not a destination. So be gentle with yourself. Observe without judging. Notice when your mind is taking you to the past or the future, and gently bring it back to the morning, to the breath, to the now. This is the only moment that exists. This is the only moment where you can, in fact, create change. As you close your eyes now, my dear, or as you prepare to begin your day, I want you to know something. You are far more powerful than you think, far more capable, far more deserving. And everything you need to transform your life is already within you. Not out there, not in some product, course, or external validation. Within you. Your sacred morning is just the portal. It's the moment when you cross from unconsciousness to consciousness, from autopilot to presence, from fear to love. And each time you make this crossing, you strengthen yourself. You remember. You become more yourself. The world will pull at you. It will try to rush you, distract you, make you forget. But you have the power to resist. You have the power to say, no, these minutes are mine. This connection with myself is sacred, and I'm going to protect it. And when you do that, when you honor your mornings, you'll see how the rest of the day flows differently, how you respond to challenges with more calm, how solutions appear more easily, how there's more space for joy, for gratitude, for love. Not because your external life changed overnight, but because you changed. Your energy changed. Your vibration changed. And when you change, everything around you changes too. This is my wish for you, that you wake up every morning knowing you are loved, that you are guided, that you are part of something infinitely greater and more beautiful than you can imagine, and that each breath, each choice, each moment of gratitude brings you ever closer to the life you came here to live. I am aligned with my highest purpose. I trust in the path unfolding before me. I am grateful for this day and for all it will bring me. Go in peace, my dear. Go with confidence. And know that the universe is conspiring in your favor, always. You just need to wake up, breathe, and remember. Remember who you truly are. And then everything else aligns. This is your day. This is your life. And it begins now, in this sacred morning. You are abundant. You always have been.